Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought about just doing something different. So we are actually going to be ranking all the throwables in Call of Duty Mobile. Throwables including the tacticals and lethal equipments that you can use, for example, just frag grenades and flashbangs. All that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think it's a fun idea. If you guys enjoy and want to see more ranking videos, leave a like and just tell me in the comments. So, without further ado, on to the worst of the bunch. Coming in last place, we have the Combat Axe. While the Combat Axe is a very cool addition to Call of Duty Mobile, it lacks some stuff, like real, actual usability, and it's not very viable in actual competitive games. But where it shines is just making you have fun. It is great for getting those clean kills, those one-shots, and I imagine some people have gotten some great, just insane, across-the-map kills with the Combat Axe. But sadly, it's not as good as all the other ones, so it has to go in last place. Next up, we have the Flashbang at number 11. While it can be useful in certain scenarios, it just gets outshined mostly by its older brother, the concussion grenade. And sure, the flashbang, it blinds them. But they can still shoot at you, and they can guess where you are. And some of the time, that will still let them win. But it's not terrible, per se. All of these are actually pretty good options, but some are just more viable than others. And that's why the flashbang goes in number 11. At number 10, we have smoke grenades. And smoke grenades have its whole different scenario, because it can be good in one mode and not as good in many other modes. In Search and Destroy, the smoke grenades have some very good usage. Being able to plant the bomb without anyone seeing you, and just to be more stealthy and cut around corners with no visuals is really helpful. But where it falls off is other modes like Team Deathmatch and, let's say, Kill Confirmed. It doesn't have as much usage because more people are just spawning in different places, and it's less easy to predict. But it has its uses, so therefore it gets a number 10 spot. Next up, we have the Cryo Bomb. The Cryo Bomb is a very cool addition to the game. I'm happy it got added, but its viability can come into question. While it can slow down a small area, and it can cut off some parts of the map, so that's pretty cool. And that's its big usage, is to just completely area denial something. Some areas it's just not that useful, and throwing it down won't help much because they can just avoid it. But it has its usage, and I'd say it's more useful than the smokes, so that's why it gets a spot just above them. Next up, we have the EMP grenades, and EMPs they have a big place in my heart because I use them all the time, but that's just because of their convenience. And the big plus about them is the ability to take out sentry guns and transform shields in one shot, but unless the enemy team has some of those up, it's pretty useless. Using them against actual players isn't the best strategy ever, so it might be better to just stick with some other options later in the list. At number 7, we have the frag grenade, the classic, just chuck it and wreck someone's day. This can be a fun one to use. Having that charge timer at the top is very helpful compared to many other COD games that don't have that. It really just protects you from ever cooking it on yourself, so that's a good thing. But there are just things that are better in my opinion. And I'm sure some people really love this, and I was a strong believer in the original frag too. But they're just, the fact that you have to cook it for a bit does downgrade it. Less than the sticky, which you can just throw. We'll get to that later. But yeah, frag gets the number 7 spot. At number 6, we have the trip mines, and while these things are extremely annoying to die to, that doesn't mean they're bad. And I'm just going to have to deal with they're actually a pretty good option. But they're annoying, we all know it, we don't just want to get killed out of nowhere. and there's not really much else to say. You put it down, you get a kill. Cracking into the top 5, we have concussion grenades. And these go much higher than the flashbangs for multiple reasons. My biggest reason being that, or at least for me, I can't shoot when I'm getting concussioned, and that's extremely annoying because there is no defense when you're just standing there. You can't move, and that's why I think they're better than flashbangs. You can comment about that if you disagree, but yeah, they're just the better version of flashbangs, and they deserve the number 5 spot. At number 4, we have sticky grenades. Now, the big plus about stickies over the classic frag grenades, I said flag, is you don't have to cook them. And that is a big plus because you can just chuck them and run away. You don't have to stand there for a bit. Although it does take away some of the satisfaction of getting the kill. I think it's more worth it. And maybe it's more satisfying to get a stuck kill than just a perfect cook. That's debatable, but stickies, I think, are better. Number 3, Molotov cocktails. Why are these things so good? Easy. Area denial. They are just so much better than the cryo bombs doing that, because not only is the area denied, it's on fire. So instead of just getting the slowing effect, you are going to burn, and you are going to burn fast. You better get out of there. It's very, very useful in many scenarios, and it deserves this top 3 spot. At number 2, we have thermites. And why are thermites better than Molotovs? This is a very debatable one, but in my opinion they're better because of their insane throw times. You can just pull them out and throw it pretty much instantly. And their kill time. While it's not as big as a Molotov is, if you can be precise in your throws and have that the nice throw time helps a lot. It's a quick kill, quick and easy. You get some stick kills, maybe they run into someone else. It's a good day. That's why thermites, they get into number 2. But number 1, the counter to all of the rest of these things, the big boy himself, the trophy system. Dang, this thing is very useful. While I do have to admit, not as useful in Team Deathmatch. You got an objective-based mode. The trophy system is going to be a huge help. Not only do you just chuck it on the objective and just let it do its thing, it destroys pretty much everything on this list. I'll have to check on the combat axe though. Maybe that's where the combat axe shines, but also rockets. And the trophy system just deserves all the love that it can get because it is so helpful. And that is my ranking of the throwables in Call of Duty Mobile. Thank you guys so much for watching that video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys disagreed with the rankings, then give me your own rankings in the comments. I'll definitely read them, and I will try to consider them as much as possible. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!